Welcome, Twin Flames. It's the Rainbow Wizard. I hope you are doing amazing. I will be doing your reading for Twin Flames in a separation, relationship, situationship, any ship. Twin Flame reading is, I would say, perhaps a map for those of you that are on a specific spiritual journey and feel that you are on this Twin Flame journey. Many are not with their person, so there are different also interests, let's say, in different path and so on. So these readings can vary. To give you a heads up, if you are on the path of okay, you really want to reunite with your twin flame, that is you want to know where they're at, these messages will come up. But I will also say then look into your especially your sun or moon sign, because that's where I focus specifically on the 3D contact, on the situation, the status. Okay, so it is Saturday morning, peaceful morning here in London. We are in the season of Cancer. I combine the Cancer season with the moon energy. If you want a personal reading, I have slots in July. So please reach out to me if you want a personal reading. I will leave the information in the description box. So it is through the PayPal link. It's been going well so far. So yeah, the arrangement is working. Should I continue with them, I will set up something more fixed. Okay, so now Twin Flames. Let's dive into your reading, your energy. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. The Ten of Pentacles. So, yeah. I'm also seeing 0606 or 0606. There is a meaningful relationship coming towards you. Meaningful and satisfying relationship coming towards you. This relationship, it has a mixed bag of family members. This could be cultures, different cultures coming together as well. But it's also you having that, built up the pentacles. You see here, it's building up the pentacles and seeing what is that, what is the top one? What is the full... I don't know how to call it, but what is the Ten of Pentacles to you? Is it something you want? And the Ten of Pentacles is, okay, do I want to build a house, own a house, share it with someone? What does it mean to me? So you're reflecting. But of course, reflecting and having it is also two different things, but there will be an opportunity. I'm picking up strong Pisces energy with a High Priestess. Both of you could have Pisces in your twin flame connection, or there is something significant about Pisces. The Magician. So again, 0606 is often for those that want to follow also a career path that has to do with, well, I don't really have all the words. It's obviously tarot is one of them, the occult, is a talisman. Me and my pronunciations aren't the best, but any kind of spiritual practice, Reiki, it's combined with this number. Also 1010 I've been seeing, so it is for the Magician. And as I mentioned, this twin flame union is, you are going to start looking at this union different than what you have in the past. You are going to go from, it's more of, okay, how will me and this person look like if you were in a relationship, because I love them, I desire them, I want to be with them, or vice versa, or whatever the status have been. You are going to change there is a change of perception. There is something about you connecting to a different energy. You will balance your chakras, your inner energies as well. It's going to make you develop wisdom that you didn't have before. It's going to deepen your understanding of a certain topic. Yeah, you all will probably have a new topic that you're suddenly diving into. So for example, okay, so for me doing tarot year on year on year, I do have experiences. Often it's like, wow, I never thought or seen this before, even though I look at the same card. So you will have the same. There will be something that you're doing. For many of you, it has to do with balance of your body. It has to do with how you're thinking. It is going to give you this experience that rather than perhaps living your life, well, living your life, this sounds deep, but you are going to feel it. You're going to feel your life different. It's a different experience. So I'm picking up that many of you are going to have to make some kind of commitment to a new path. Yeah. And this commitment to a new path, it is happening on the back of perhaps a health issue, a mental issue, a burnout, or simply you are changing something about yourself that is significant, but it's coming on the back of a spiritual experience. And for many of you, it's this union. Something have left you tired, wounded, burnt out in the past. And this might not have happened just now. Everything might be fine in a way, but the experiences that you've had until now, when it comes to being defeated, perhaps, and there's going to be a change and a shift within you. And this shift is going to give you very positive experience. You are going to commit to it. Again, I think this will mean committing to a spiritual practice, religious practice, or whatever it is for you that you are going to commit to. It's also saying that if you have felt alone, you will not have loneliness around you anymore. There will be spirit guides that you are connecting with, angels that you're connecting with. You will be connecting with something within that you didn't have access to in the past. And it has something to do with a person. We have a King of Pentacles. So again, we saw the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like there is a meaningful new connection coming into your life. This person could have Gemini, Pisces, Aries in their chart. This person is about to, well, reach out to you and appear in your life. Many of you could also be looking at someone in a completely different new light as well. There is new experiences for all of you. They're twin flames. In the near future, leading up to the 4th of August, I'm picking up, it's going to be a significant experience where you are feeling your life in a different way. It can also be, if you've ever done any cleanse, any ceremonies. I am no guru in the matter actually, but personally I've had in the past I was quite good with cleansing, or just when I wasn't that busy. But in the past I used to take time, like especially over Easter, and it's not a religious practice, but anyway, when I used to take 10 days just cleansing, and I found myself in peace, and I took that time to do that. I remember like feeling my life in a different way. And what happened when I got very busy, I started, tarot, and I do, have another job. And anyway, I found myself, years went by, and I actually realized it impacted my health, because I said, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. I must get up in the morning, I have my coffee, all right, I want to speak to you guys. But you guys are not asking me to stress and drink coffee and say that, because I'm working, I shouldn't, I should have like, chocolate for breakfast instead of, something healthy, and I, just that was my experience. And then suddenly I was like, okay, got to do something about that, because I used to feel different. So that's one experience. Now for you, because this is the twin flame union and twin flame reading, I'm picking up that many of you have felt hurt, depleted, and feeling that there is no one for you except your twin flame, and even your twin flame have hurt you. So there is no one out there, and you are kind of accepting a way of living, and that you understand. You are the wise one with the high priestess. You have the tools, you know that. But many of you have felt like you are always going to reflect on that. This twin flame journey perhaps was a mistake. Perhaps it was, you diving into a path that you shouldn't be on, or you should have stayed away. And many of you have different thoughts around this union. Many of you have this, gosh, I shouldn't even watch tarot, or I shouldn't even, I'm doing my head in. And there has been so many thoughts going through your mind about the twin flame journey and love. Now, and this is where it's going to shift. It's actually going to be the shift where you are going to commit to a practice. For some of you, it's meditation, yoga, it's a prayer, it's a health regime, but it's going to help you balance your chakras. It's going to make you more attentive to yourself. It's going to connect you with your inner wisdom. It's going to make you commit to something that you need to carry out through to the end. And it could be I'm picking up, magic, because I see the magician, simply, astrology, alchemy. Something that you will be very much connected to, that is going to make you feel your life in a different way. And as that happens to you, the focus is going to shift from feeling, maybe even looking back at, mistakes, or just feeling, gosh, why did I stay here? And for many of you, you have also perhaps been unhealthy because of there's something that's happened. So that is going to shift. And actually, as that shifts, this twin flame union is going to shift as well. There is something quite amazing happening. And it's different than what you thought a reunion should be about as well. It's completely different. Completely different. Many of you have been fighting for the trying to get over someone, doing more of that what everyone else is doing. It could be like, oh, I know exactly what this person did, okay, and those thoughts will be running through your head, for instance. Or it could be, I'm going to defend myself to the end of my breath, and it's kind of wearing you out. So whatever it is to you, you will have an immense shift in how you're thinking and digesting, and has to do with balance. So for all of you, it's going to, of course, be different. We have and the justice is coming in here to, and as I said, craftsmanship. You're going to commit to something that is magic. There is the wisdom. It has to do with a spiritual practice. It hasn't to do with any religion, I feel. It has to do with a spiritual practice that is linked to your mind, to your chakras, that is linked to your health. There's you eliminating certain food or drinks or something that you're going to remove, and then you're going to implement something else, but it's making you see everything in a different way. And it has to do with sharing as well. And if you see here, we have also the Queen of Pentacles. You are going to move into a relationship that is a lot more meaningful and satisfying than what you have been experiencing before. So I'm very excited about the journey ahead for you twin flames, and I don't really need so much clarification even. You're also going to have a possibility to explore a past life. You're going to have an excellent memory of your past life, and tapping into your past life is going to find important things to you. it's going to, you're tapping into different modes of existence, and it's going to help you on your path. It's going to help you with challenges that you're facing in your life, because you're going to look at something in a way different perspective. So you're going to take care of your emotional health here in a different way. So yeah, let's dive into it a little bit deeper. So you are going to attract someone that is very sensitive and attentive, and you are going to be the same. And you are going to be devoted to personal development, healing any deep emotional wounds, and maintaining this inner stability. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are very, very stable. The focus on this personal development is what is linking this twin flame union back again. Because remember, they are the other half of you. So you're shifting very much the focus to not even the twin flame. You're not even, it's no longer about having a twin flame with a face on, and that is everything's focused on them. Because when you're focusing on someone or an experience that hurt you, it isn't always just a person. It can be even a place where our hearts connect. Well, of course, that's why we have childhood home. You will always have some feelings going back to a childhood home. And these are mixed feelings. But in a childhood home, you have sadness, you have joy. But unfortunately, very often we feel sadness because trauma will come up. And especially in love and a twin flame union, you will have trauma linked to an experience, and it's hard to avoid, and you want to avoid it at all cost. So there is an immense shift happening here, twin flames, and I'm very excited about you. Yeah, coffee is good to drink. All right, so should we clarify? Yeah. You have an offer coming towards you, and this offer is from a King of Pentacles. Is the King of Pentacles your twin flame? We shall see, we shall see. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, because of this shift, you will also think different about money. Many of you could have fallen into a scarcity mindset. That scarcity mindset can look in many shapes and forms. That can be you have a lot of wealth and suddenly not appreciating it, taking it for granted, or saying money is so easy to make, and that is a good thinking. But there's something along the way where you could have also got into money should follow me wherever I am, but I forgot maybe to show gratitude. There's something about that that's changing as well. It's bringing in increased abundance. The Queen of Pentacles as well is someone that gets down to business and get down to diligent way of looking at the finances that sometimes is left out when abundance is flowing. So that is something that's been done here. Healing, again with the Temperance, finding purpose. So yeah, I'm getting here the Wheel of Fortune, the change here. Someone is making a change, and there is the Fool, the Four of Wands. I am seeing that the Knight of Cups, Sagittarius energy, the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles. All right, the Seven of Swords. All right, this is interesting. So I'm picking up your twin flame changing course. Because you are shifting, again, your belief system. You are committing to a new practice in your life, as mentioned. It is also affecting your counterpart. Your counterpart have tried to dive into work and try to repeat something that isn't giving them results. Your counterpart is trying to stay away from this connection because they are scared of conflict and what they will feel. What is happening here is that suddenly they don't really feel you there. They don't really feel any response from you. There is this neutral feeling. There is no triggers anymore. and that has to do with you committing to something else. There is a big shift. Now, as this is happening, this person here is saying that, oh, I don't really want to walk away from this twin flame union. I do see them as my path, my map to my next step. So whereas you are finding a higher level of spirituality to follow, and perhaps even you have written off your twin flame to actually go and seek the King of Pentacles that is coming towards you, there's a shift within your twin flame. They are shifting the focus on you. They are committing to you. You are committing to a higher purpose. So it's quite interesting. Again, the Fool. We have also the moon. The moon, I think, is one of the last sequences in this, you know, coming into, well, the moon, of course, the sun, you have the world and so on. I see here that your person is suddenly shifting focus. They are going from doing things the hard way and just also changing. That is the beauty of a twin flame connection. It's not about persuading with words. It is the experience. It's always spiritual. I see as well with the Chariot that was underneath the deck. There's going to be some really, really good changes. There is a lot of success coming to you. It has to do with a shift in your commitment, basically. The shift that you're experiencing very highly likely has to do with recovery, and including obviously something that is positive in your life. But that doesn't always go without saying, okay? It has to do with balance. And it's a spiritual meaning to it, deep spiritual meaning to it, collective. So I love the energy that this reading is presenting. Because the recent twin flame readings, again, how I'm picking up, and it doesn't always resonate with so many. It is a map. When the readings turn into very much, there's been some harsh readings when it becomes very 3D, like, oh my god, this person is toxic, they're with a third party, or you have a boundaries up, and there's a bit of like that, very much 3D, very much focus on that he said, she said. Then it's not really, it can't really stay there, because again, the Tower comes usually anyway. There's a new upheaval, and it brings the Star, which is again the spiritual experience. That is what the twin flame journey is all about. You have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, yeah. You are also putting your skills to best use, and that means maybe you're teaching other people something, you are learning, you are taking on a role, even if you don't have the role as a title. So that means maybe you've been burnt out inside because you don't have the opportunities in life, but then you are shifting something about saying, okay, I will make the opportunity. I'm making the opportunity. If I could choose, if there wasn't a contract where I have to sign a dotted line to do something, if it wasn't about money, if it wasn't about any of that, what is it that I would do? How would I arrange my day? If I could just detach from my feelings to what I want to do, how will it look like? So you're going to implement something, and that is changing your thought process. It has to do with your skills. It has to do with, okay, let's say if I had the title. So that, of course, is hard to do. And again, it sounds always easy because this has to do with manifestation. Manifestation is never easy to do when you are feeling wounded, is it? It's never, anyone can try. It's, but here you are picking yourself up in some ways. It's not even about you overcoming some great difficulties right now, but I see that you're feeling tired and depleted, and you feel that you're repeating something without any results. The King of Pentacles, please. So, okay, this is someone that has been in a third party and perhaps approached you before. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The twin flame that you're dealing with, they could have earth and fire in their chart. They've had a scarcity mindset, or they have a scarcity mindset still. This person involved you in a third party. You have felt hurt, and there is a fear of this happening again. However, you are can I have the Three of Swords? Yeah, you are, with the star, it says, you have healed, so do not worry. There's something you don't know that will come to light very soon. There is someone going through the dark night of the soul. You are viewing this connection as a spiritual connection. You are viewing someone also, wow, very interesting. Very interesting. What I'm picking up here, it's an opportunity for your counterpart to make a shift in their life. They are going to feel this absence of you because, again, now you are shifting completely. The focus is no longer on them, not even if they hurt you. When you shift that focus, because even when you are thinking about someone that hurt you, even as long as you're mentioning someone about what their actions to you, whether good or bad, you are giving them the energy. And there is a shift here with you committing to something else that will take all your thoughts, process and energy, and there's a shift, there's a natural shift because of your commitment to the new and a craft that you are going to perform. So many of you are going to find this gift that you have and you're going to use it. The gift is going to help you look at this twin flame connection in a different way, and you will heal. As you do that, they are also healing. There is them seeing, gosh, they are suddenly seeing, why did I walk away? Now, you have a person that is coming into your life. They could have air elements in their chart. But regardless of the signs, to be honest with you, in twin flame readings, not so much focused on the zodiac signs, because doing the separate reading about zodiac signs, a person in your surroundings, there will be someone that you will view different and they are viewing you different. A person that you're going to look at as, oh, I didn't look at this person this way before. And it's the same with you. There is an opportunity of new love, pure love, new feelings that is presented to you. And this is required for the King of Pentacles, your twin flame. I feel here they're coming up as the King of Pentacles because there is a third party situation. The focus is absolutely going to shift away from whatever status they're in is not going to be relevant to you anymore. And that is going to change everything also for them, because the runner and the chaser is also looked at as long as you perhaps see them as, okay, they're in a third party situation, they were there, maybe they kept it as a secret, or they were emotional unavailable, the runner chaser, whatever the reason was for what happened, why you aren't together, and that is going to be highlighted. There is a soulmate around you that you're going to come into union with. You are going to be connected with the path and the person that is right for you. But it's not going to be forced. It's not going to be, it's not going to be like, okay, let's hurry up. Let's find someone very soon before my twin flame knocks on the door. Because when they do, I will be there and say, bye. It's not about that, or it's not about even saying, I'm going to find someone else, be distracted, and then my twin flame, they will realize that and they will come, because, you might have this ping pong way between you two, because that can often happen with twin flames. They are never far behind you. They never are. But there will be a significant shift in how you think about each other, how you think about this union. You will get that. I don't know why I'm getting this is very weird comparison, but anyway, I'm gonna say that. Have you seen the Game of Thrones? Okay, the first time I saw the ending, I was so angry. I was like, how could that ending happen? Or have you seen another series and we are like, how could someone write that ending? And you're like throwing apples at the screen and thinking, That's the worst director ever. How could someone do that? I bet any of you have done that, especially during the pandemic when you were, your whole life involved around, you were in the series, if you're a bit like me. So then I watched it twice again, the series, and I was like, I loved the ending. I understood the ending. I started looking into the meaning in a different way. Because I kind of was forced to do that, because that is what you do when you watch something over and over again. And I was like, I so understand the ending. I love the ending. That's great. But most people wouldn't do that. But now I'm honestly thinking that's the best ending ever. This is what's going to happen here. It's the same comparison. You are going to open up to something else in how you feel, think about life, your life, like it's like you're going to go outside and you're going to be like, wow, I never looked at this person this way. I never looked at I can get something. There is a whole shift here that you are like, wow, if this didn't happen this way, I would not have opened my mind to this. I would not have taken, these health precautions or changed something in my health. I wouldn't connect it with this person. I wouldn't have felt the way that I do now. I wouldn't have this meaning to my life that I do now. And yes, it has to do with love. It has to do with a really wholesome way in your life that was in the dark because of the moon, was continuing to cast this doom over a twin flame union, where it was like, oh, twin flame union, what do you mean? It's also that twin flame union, oh, how can anyone say that separation is good? How can anyone say that I wasted my time? It's awful. How can anyone even say that? It's awful. Like, you have so many experiences through this twin flame journey, and this is what's going to shift here, because there is a shift. We have the fall, the new beginnings, and we have the home celebration coming together. And it's all because of this shift. It's all because of the pain that you have endured that brought you here. It's brought this shift in this twin flame union. Let's see about the likely outcome. You are also here feeling, the way you, and again, this is your experience, it's not your counterpart. They also have an experience, but they are a bit more on the 3D at the moment. They are still, they are like, okay, can't be here. I feel depleted. They are letting go of a scarcity mindset. There's something about healing with them. There's something about breakthrough about their journey. They are, instead of walking away from this union, they want to walk towards the union. Instead of saying that you interrupted their life, they are seeing that they were the one interrupting and you were the gift sent to them. It's a bit like someone, maybe they believed in God one day and then they decided they did them dirty, so I'm not going to believe in them. So twin flame, that's the same. They believed in this union, but they thought, okay, you are just the elephant in the room that they want to push out of the room, when it's in fact they're trying to push themselves out of that room. That's the breakthrough. That's the change. For you here with the high priestess, to get the justice and the high priestess, that means that you probably took the wrong turn as well when you the justice. There was consequences, because as well, of course, if you went through pain with your twin flame and decided to embark on the journey in the same way, again repeating the same, and you were hurt again, then you get the consequences of the justice. But as you have done it again and again and again, and now you're seeing, okay, now I understand what it is to tap into my unconsciousness, what it is to reach my inner knowledge, what it is. You are going to listen to your inner voice in a way that you have never done before. Now, it does require probably change of environment in some ways. It does require implementing a new routine, but for all of you, it's going to happen. Not even, because I'm telling you to do it. That's not the point. You're probably just going to listen to the reading and then you're going to say, all right, and now I see my thought process. That makes sense. That's usually a confirmation, not about telling. So there is a major, major shift happening, and where you are listening to this inner voice and you are not feeling the fear that you once did. So the King of Swords. Okay, let me get another card. Okay, there is a Pisces around you. Okay, there's someone Pisces and air sign is coming up. Pisces and air sign. This person have been very passive, and they are going to be active. Yeah. Someone that's been very, very passive. They're also healing. Pisces energy as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel here again someone have wasted some time here in the wrong relationship. If it's long term, it's you or it's your twin flame. But it's saying that no more of this. The justice, the consequences are faced. Here we have the Emperor in reverse. So again, they chose a certain path, they stay there, and they are facing the consequences. They're facing the consequences of only seeing a relationship as one way, saying that, okay, I will stay here to the end of my time because I'm committed to it, but at the same time, I'm still running around looking at my options. So am I really committed? This will shift the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands. There is a new beginning. Someone here is looking for you, the Moon, scared of reaching out. You have a person, they are going to reach out to you. You're not really going to take so much notice of this person's action at the moment. I just seen 0909. It's saying here that whatever you commit to at this time, there are twin flames. Whether it's a new way of health, whether it's a new belief system, whether it's a new something that you are implementing in your life, it says here, do commit to it. I don't know why I'm getting a serious message. Do commit to it, whatever it is. As an Aquarius, I commit. I am actually, yes, I can be very responsible, but committing sounds very. It's very much like a scary thing. So so I can understand if anyone say, what is it I have to commit to? It's not going to be forced. It's going to be something you do willingly. It has to do with your inner knowing. It's something that you are learning. So it's very exciting. Rejoice in celebration. Love is present. You can feel love moving within you. We have here the base chakra. I've not really heard so much about that, but water is ovaries. It's about what you want. The chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to your emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. So again, it always says things that many of us don't do enough, probably. Dancing, moving your hips, lower abdomen, color meditation, practice yoga, express your sexuality, nurture yourself, and remember you do matter. We have the sacral chakra. It's where your emotions and feelings are recorded. It is associated with, again, the inner feeling, major psychic reception area. To balance the chakra, again, the same, yoga, dance, color therapy. Workshops that focus on empowerment will help you harmonize the area. So again, for many of you, you could be spiritual leaders practicing something spiritually. It will be something very meaningful to you, and you will feel that your life have a deeper meaning. So to all of you, it's going to be different. I can promise you with yoga, I have again an experience. I started doing it, so it was Bikram yoga, and I went every single day. I loved it. So this is very silly. I stopped doing it. You know why? And I live now next door because I decided to get hair extensions, which I love. I've had it for a long time. I always wanted them, but then it takes too long to dry my hair. How silly is that, isn't it? So, and I can tell you this, I am suffering. My health has been suffered because of it. And so I can't even speak highly enough of yoga. It is so silly not to do it, but as many we do it, and then we think, oh, I done that now, I want to go on to something else. But yeah, I can vouch for and say any kind of yoga is very, very, very good for you. And hopefully you hear me in the future saying that I have start drying my hair and then I go back. So many have different experiences with yoga as well, and even meditation. And to me, when someone says meditation, I'm like, oh, I remember someone said to me they went in this week retreat, okay, and saying what you had to do, and I freak out just sleeping in the same room as someone because I have insomnia. Anyway, so people have different experiences with it, but I'm picking up that you are going to implement a routine that has to do with this balancing your chakras and yoga that is for you, that is matching how you can go about it, because you're going to implement it. Maybe it's going to become your job. It will be a very healthy routine, I'm picking up. So there you will meet someone. I'm going to clarify a little bit deeper here. I mean, this reading, again, it's very much focusing on this shift. It's just pulled me out on that. But you will also be able to check your zodiac reading of the week, and then you can get a bit more concrete information. So, spirits, can I please get some information here about the Four of Wands, about the Fool, please? Okay, this is one. Yeah, the Temperance. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius and Aries, a Gemini. It's saying here that the person that is coming towards you at this time is highly likely your twin flame, because they're going through a deep healing experience. You will not recognize them as they were before. Can I have two cards, please? And I want one on the final outcome and one on the Temperance. The Judgment, yeah. It's a spiritual awakening that is going to lead to a new beginning, a possibility of a new beginning. And there is a high possibility of victory when it comes to this union. This person could have Aries, Sagittarius in their chart. Wow. This person have rejected and ignored you in the past. King of Wands could be in Aries as well. You will experience a new view of your twin flame. Yes, definitely. And it has to do with a shift that is happening. And in between the cards now, I'm seeing again King of Pentacles. I'm seeing the Devil. I'm seeing the Tower. I'm seeing the Strength in reverse. I'm seeing, yeah, I'm seeing something clouding this connection. It has to do with a choice of committing to a new path. And it's going to be an incredible shift, actually. It's very powerful, but it's going to be happening in a way, again, I can't say it enough, that is so unique, something that you could never imagine yourself doing. But this shift is going to make you, level you up in ways that you never thought you could level up. And whilst you might have thought that only, let's say, you might have thought of, okay, if my twin flame is going to change, okay, 5 things needs to happen. And these 5 things that you thought of is not going to be the 5 things at all. And it's not even going to be the 5 things they thought about. It's your shift that is going to make them shift as well. And they also have no idea that that is going to happen to them. That is the beauty and that is the magic with the twin flame union, because it is controlled by the universe. It is controlled by spirit guides. And perhaps that you have been thinking, this I'll do my own thing. Yeah, I know about spirit guides, angels, whatnot, the spiritual journey. Yes. But I know what I'm doing, and I am doing everything right. This will be on a whole new level. This is just something else that you are going to experience that has to do with the path that you were always meant to be on. With or without your twin flame, this twin flame journey has been a true map it's been a map all along, but you didn't look at the map. Maybe you looked at it upside down. Maybe you only looked at one road. I don't know if you have ever read a map when you are at sea. When I was a child, I recall, and it's completely different obviously than the road map. And my father used to have it, rolling it out and compass and having these things here. It's that kind of map. It's not Google. It's a map. It is a map, but it's the map within that you are following. Okay, so we have dignified strength. I see that the shift is going to be this for many of you. It's going to be that instead of only you shining, you are going to do something that make other people shine as well. And like I said here, in the past, you might have thought that, oh, if I'm going to give something away, maybe I'm going to give away my power. But you are going to step in as a leader, as a coach, as someone that is putting other people first. By putting other people first in a way that you never thought you would do before, and it has to do with more your environment, not necessarily about you're going to do something for your twin flame. It is something that is a game changer. It's something about you bringing people along, not domineering anyone, because it's easy to do that. Of course, you also see if you're a coach, sports coach, it's a different way of training. I have no idea about it. But for weeks, for months, lifetimes, you have really prepared for this moment, twin flames. The muscles that you've built in your body and your soul, and the understanding you have learned, accrued, as it says here. It's going to be time for it to take place. This is your moment, twin flames. And again, it's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be this, wow, I never thought about this way. I never thought I'd feel this way. Because your spiritual world and also your material life is connecting. Because now you are allowing the angel to truly guide you. You're allowing the inner voice to truly be your guidance. You're going to look at it in a different way. You're going to be like, oh, now I know what that inner voice is. Oh, I see. So yeah, it's quite amazing actually. And this shift, yes, it is bringing about your twin flame in a way that you could never even imagine. But surrender to that journey. It is time to let go of the actual 3D. It's no longer, this is very much for those of you that are able to disconnect with something about the 3D. Let's say, if you are, okay, I love my person. I can admit that I love my twin flame, but I cannot be with them because practically it doesn't make sense. Okay, let's say that's your verdict. What is going to happen to you is going to take you away from verdicts and thinking about anything in the 3D. You're not going to be angry. You're not going to be defensive. You're not going to be, uptight about anything at all, because you have a new journey here, a very highly spiritual journey that is yours, and you're going to view them, and you're going to view the whole world and even you in a completely different light. So this is where we leave this reading. Thank you very much. Do leave a comment, and I always love to hear from you. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you soon.